Alright, we're back, and let's see what we can do. Crocker's statement and Captain Crocker. Crocker is lying. His involvement is clear. He appeared as soon as he heard that I was looking for him, thus signaling his guilt. Sharp on the night of the murder, he was not afraid to confront me. He had a confident demeanor. Are we sure we have all the evidence? I don't think so. Wait, let's just see what happens. Let's just say that he was involved. Jack Crocker's the murderer, and you will bring him and his accomplice, Lady Brackenstall, to justice. The murder was committed in self-defense. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent, indisciplined man. The mystery is solved, but you decided to keep it a secret. There's no need to inform the police. So who punched her in the eye? Was it? It's probably the husband, now that I think about it. Duh. This one was really short. I think we solved it, or we're about to solve it in, what, 3 videos? What was the point of that?
Oh, what a horrible thing to...
Please leave my...
No, that's it. Alright. So the guy was a good guy, not drinking. So every time he got a little tipsy, he beat the piss out of his woman, basically. For no good reason, probably just because he could. The sitter comes by, tries to help her. It looks like he might have was pushing him back and he might have hit his head. That's what it looks like. So it might have been just an accident and they made it look like thieves came in and yada yada yada. So right now, what do we have? So we have the captain is the killer. Let's try. I want to try something different. Murdered by the Randall gang. Robbery is confirmed as the motive of the crime. The case is too simple for you. Take this opportunity to give all the credit to your friend Lestrade. Your name will not appear in the press. The speed with which you resolve this thorny problem is indicative of genius. The police naturally only demonstrated their incompetence. Wow, that's pretty messed up. I personally think it was the captain. And I'm going to absolve the captain. I think it was an accident, and they wanted to make it look like it, so they wouldn't go to jail and blah blah blah. I want to smoke a pipe now. Seriously, today I saw my friend smoking, and I thought to myself, I want a pipe to smoke. I think I look like a badass.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know, because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London. And because you love her.
It's true.
It is time for you to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything, I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
But that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes.
You would not have managed to protect her.
Till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear. And it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Whoa.
Please forgive me, Captain Crocker. I wished only to test your sincerity, and your words and deeds have far exceeded my expectations. See here, Captain Crocker, we'll do this in due form of law. You are the prisoner. Watson, you are a British jury. Captain Crocker, the evidence shows that you acted without premeditation and used reasonable force to protect an innocent victim from her husband's brutality. Your devotion pushed you to attempt to kill yourself in order to protect the one you love. Now, what say you, gentlemen of the jury?
Not guilty, my lord.
Vox populi, vox dei. You are acquitted, Captain Crocker. So long as the law does not find some other victim, you are safe from me.
Mr. Holmes.
It is a great responsibility that I take upon myself, but I will give Lestrade an excellent lead, and if he can't avail himself of it, I can do no more. Come back to your lady in a year, and may her future and yours justify us in the judgment which we have pronounced this night. Inspector, I'm afraid that the murderers have escaped us.
What? Do you mean to tell me that you failed? Never thought I'd live to see the day.
I mentioned the murderers, not the case. It is obvious that the crime was committed by 3 criminals who cannot be the Randalls.
You really think so?
You only need to find a gang of 3 thugs wandering around. I can trust you to do that.
If they exist, I'll catch them.
You'll find someone, I have no doubt of it. Goodbye, Inspector.
No. Was murdered by Captain Jack Crocker, who was visiting Lady Brackenstall that night. They staged it as a robbery by the Randall gang. Crocker used his sea knife to cut the bell rope to tie the lady and then hid the silverware in the well. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent, disposable man. You decided to keep it a secret. The only thing I thought was weird is why put the silverware in the well. I mean, hell, he lives on a ship. Just throw it out in the ocean. That would have been much better. Oh, I guess if you wanted her to keep it. Silver back then was a lot. Silver now is worth a lot of money. So yeah, maybe that. I don't know. But I'm happy with this decision. I think it's the first one, or besides the first case, where I was pretty clear on what I wanted to do. Next. People saw the case the same way. People made the same moral choice. Wow, a lot of people really wanted to see them go down.
Holmes, for heaven's sake, whatever's going on?
Oh, hello, Watson. You're early. Did you kill all of your patients?
What? Holmes, where have all these wretched bees come from?
I increased the temperature of the room so as to prevent them from hibernating. I needed to take a sample of honey. But it worked, Watson. We will have honey all year round.
Ridiculous and dangerous.
They're domestic bees, Apis mellifera, such industrious workers. Anyway, Watson, I am sorry, but I must leave you. I'm in rather a hurry.
You have a new case?
Yes, but nothing as thrilling as this experiment. A theft of plants at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew. I'm helping a minister who's an old friend of mine. You can join me if you like.
Well, I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours. Besides, you'll need a helping hand with the flowers you're intending to bring back.
Watson, however did you guess?
For the great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare pollens.
Since when did I become so transparent? Let us go.
Man, that dog is so screwed. Will be met in a future case, so this isn't even the last one. We got 2 more. Alright. Dear Mr. Holmes, I finally found the courage to write you a letter. I can scarcely find the words to express my gratitude for your kindness on that terrible day I believed my life to be ruined. But at the same time, I realized there would be the one person in the world who truly loved me and who I loved in return. His name we both know. He is Captain Jack Crocker. His love has given me true reason to live. Even if we cannot be together in the end, none of this would have happened without you, Mr. Holmes. Doll. That would be such a boring ride. Why is it taking so long to load?
Well, Holmes, here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
Alright.
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer. And without turning it over this time. Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favor for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. And that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second, since Albert has nothing else to do. Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people work here?
Only myself, but occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
Here it is. This is the place where the stolen plants were exhibited.
Thank you. Is there something the matter?
Yes, there is. All right, the plants were valuable and rare, but it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunn, he died here just 2 days ago.
We're very sorry. We were not aware. The two of you were good friends?
He was my father.
Oh dear. Our condolences. We should not be troubling you. Please do excuse us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house?
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the Colonial Collection. He suffered a heart attack. Just like that. So suddenly. It was terrible. Excuse me, gentlemen, but I cannot remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve. That's the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand. The plants were here. All of them were stolen.
Do not touch.
If only they would have read the sign, they would have known.
Here is a list of the stolen plants.
I like the music in this area.
According to Albert, this is where his father, Montague Dunn, was found dead. The door was smashed at shoulder height. This door handle is new. It was recently changed. The traces are thinner in some places. These boot marks are fresh. It appears as though someone was dragging their feet. The footprints reveal that someone staggered here.
Yeah, that's right, one more.
Soil. It should have come from a flower pot. The soil on the side of this flower shelf is the same as that on the ground. Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here.
More? Oh.
This pot was broken fairly recently. A flower pot recently fell down from these shelves and was misplaced. The esconsson was breached near the handle. The door was forced from the inside of the Colonial Collection room. The handle was changed afterwards.
I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection room.
Dry trop. According to this, they have light,
Blah, blah, blah.
water lily greenhouse. According to this, they have light and these plants come from all the territories of the British Empire. The smell is strong. It is a detergent. A fragment of marble, most likely chipped from a statue or sculpture. This broken fragment was the result of a heavy blow.
Oh, the window.
These windows were perfectly cleaned. Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly cleaned.
What's next? Find a skull appearance for less than the guard is found the place where met his death. So do I need to
Water lily green. Nope.
so maybe I need to go on the other side?
Can I help you, gentlemen?
I wonder why. Oh.
Do you work here?
Yes, but part-time only. For I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then. That is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Excuse me, but
That's it? That was... Ugh. That almost felt pointless. You feel kind of restricted. I'm starting to notice more and more in the game. I guess I shouldn't be expecting a lot though. Is this where... That's this dude.
Albert told us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunn, the late director of Kew Gardens.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation. Colonial collection. Water lily. Palm. Dried. Seed. Ventilation. Nursery.
Huh. Looks like there's a lot to take in here.
Locked. Locked.
Where to? Can I go on that side? Nope. My. Let's go to the nursery.
Locked.
Or not.
Locked.
Everything's locked. Jeez.
There is a smell of burning.
does, Sherlock. Oh, I've been waiting this whole time to do that. Well, I guess we should look at the burning first.
The symbol is not from Kew Gardens. A broom handle was half burned. A door handle? Why would anyone throw such a thing in the fire? The door handle to the Colonial Collection and that of the fireplace are made of the same material. A protective mask. Someone set it alight, but it did not burn. The remains of a picture frame. The plants were set alight fairly recently. Some have not completely burned.
Yeah, am I not going to take any of that stuff as evidence? That's really odd that he just would leave evidence in a fire pit.
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings. A ventilation system.
I guess I have to go back there later.
Locked.
Of course.
Dry.
Oh, I haven't been here yet.
These flower pots are beautiful. They are intended to be used for... The symbol is not from Kew Gardens. What? This sign is broken. Something heavy was dropped upon it. Blood. Someone fell violently against this sign, and they were injured in the clash. Most likely a head wound. All the clues around here are quite suspicious. I need my imagination to make sense of it all.
Oh. Wait, what am I supposed to be doing here? Breaking the door. No. Knocking over the plant and then falling.
This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunn damaged the door of the Colonial Collection room.
He was in a panic, or the door was locked? Was it an accident, or a murder then, I wonder?
I think we all know what it was. A simple accident. I guess I have to go to Scotland Yard. Just maybe. Yep. That's where we're going. Okay. Whoa. See the tension between those two? There's something there. They're just not saying it.
I asked Inspector Lestrade to take Montague Dunn's body to Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy then.
Alright guys, I'm going to end the video right here. Hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you stay tuned for the next episode. Or part. Whatever you want to call it. Thanks again for watching.